Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream, where a group of high school friends attempts to play D&D remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have Stephen as Finric the Monk, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Erin as Agnes the Bard, and Chris as Paelias the Cleric. I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live. All right, let's do a recap because it's been a hot minute. It was Desal. You had just teleported into the Black Dragon's lair, former lair, I suppose. And there's some lizard people there. Lizard people had sent their people up to investigate the dragon's lair. The leader, Rofith, is still the leader, and decided to explore since Rojo, which was your guide in the last time, reported that the tentacle beast was dead. And since they hadn't seen the dragon in over a year, and since the fog had recently dissipated, the vines and muck was receding, and so, yeah, they decided to check it out. So you met up with them. Agnes still had the necklace. She shows it to the Rohip, who takes you to Rojo. After a bit of confusion over if Master had been killed or not, but Brock's quick thinking and dragonborn nature smoothed over Finric's gaff. Gaff. You had a gaff, Finric. That's what I wrote down here. You proceed to loot the room, finding treasures and potions and lots of gold. You explore a flooded tunnel a bit, but decide to save that and head back for the parade. You wish Rojo well, warn him and the others not to go near the silver pools, and teleport back to the Duke's estate with your bag of holding and pockets positively full. And that is where we will pick things up tonight. So you had just teleported into the secret room in what used to be Skulldrake / Fake Duke's room. It's around 1 p.m. The parade is at 3. What would you like to do?
Well, we've got all this money.
If Agnes and Twizzard are talking, I can't hear them. Maybe they know that. Maybe they don't know that.
Are they talking about us?
They're probably talking about you, specifically.
Well, they can talk about me.
Can you hear them? You can't hear them. No. Oh, that's better.
I can kind of hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of hear you.
Need to talk louder?
No, it's like you're in a tunnel.
Oh, are you driving through a tunnel right now? Because we know we can see you, right? We know you're not in a tunnel.
Hello.
Hey,
better?
whoa, yeah, that's better.
Cool.
Oh, I unplugged the microphone, so now it's a different one.
Fascinating. Because it was better. Yeah, this is better. No, that's bad
So,
again.
So we have like a lot of coin in the bag of holding, and should we bring this to a bank?
Well,
Yes.
is that chest still in the room? The one we tried to pull across the floor?
I think we exploded that.
It exploded?
Wow.
It seemed really heavy duty.
That's where we got all those platinum bars from. I'm pretty certain that we destroyed that.
We could put our loot in it.
Well, we have a vault here now. We might as well use the vault.
People know about the vault. Who knows about this chest?
Mm.
Okay, I vote for the vault.
Do we have more bags of holding?
Not with this group.
Mm.
But we could get another bag of holding with all the money we have.
Oh,
You
But
do
then
have
we
a
would
lot.
need another bag of holding.
as far as spending money.
Sometimes our group gets broken up.
Well, now we have an incentive to stay together.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a vault though when we travel so much.
How much does a pouch of holding hold?
A pouch of holding.
I think.
Nonsense. I mean, Wimblecat's the one to go to.
I'll just put all mine in my pants, where everything else is.
Your pants are full. No more. Nothing else is going in your pants.
You're already sloshing around and coins are falling out the bottom.
I don't know how they're staying up.
All right, so I'm,
Like everywhere you go, you like leave a trail of silver and gold.
so I'm gonna head to the bank, and guessing we should put most of it in the vault, but we should keep, some with us.
Yeah, spending.
Spending money.
Do we have to keep a minimum amount in there where we get penalized?
Well, no, the Duke gave you a vault in his estates.
That's cool.
Oh, so it's not the bank we go to.
It's not the bank. Yeah, no, it's like the
Yes.
Duke's private vaults.
Whoa.
You guys are defenders of the realm now. You got
Do
certain.
we trust that they won't get overwhelmed again by another dragon and steal our
I'll
vault
buy
money?
one too.
Well, Mr. Twizzard, do you know any kind of ward or glyph that we can put to protect it?
Oh, I like that thought.
No.
You don't have a scroll with something that would allow it?
Ooh, do I have a scroll? I have a scroll of something.
Hmm.
Was it the magic mouth one?
Did I write it? Oh, I already learned that one.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
Let's see.
You probably want the alarm spell, I believe, is what you're looking for.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that one. I have to learn it. I thought I had a scroll of something. Oh, that was someone else who got a scroll.
I'm pretty certain that. Oh, who has the scroll in the tube?
Nope, I'm useless. Unseen servant. I will leave one there to guard it.
He only lasts for an hour.
And actually, I think the alarm spell only lasts, like, it's not an hour, but it's not, like, forever. Maybe you need a glyph of some kind? There's ways to do
Yeah,
that.
I think it's a glyph. But I was gonna get a glyph, but it's like 1,000.
I was gonna say, if I buy a glyph, I'm just gonna spend all the money that
But I
I'm
don't
gonna
know if it
protect.
was. I don't know if it was that it consumes it. I think that's what it was. Is it consumes the diamond every time you make a glyph. And I was like, wow, that's pretty expensive.
You have the wealth of dragon behind you guys. Like,
Yeah, I know.
When I cast animate dead on something and then I don't do it again because I don't renew it, they just go running off, right? They're now animated forever. So we could put this in a room and I can cast animate dead on like 10 guys. And the next person to open it, there's going to be 10 zombies come running out.
No, it's
But how are we going to get in and not have to fight 10
We
zombies?
could get in.
well, you just fireball first. The money's probably fine. The zombies are dead. You're good. It's a flawless system, Aaron.
As long as it's all metal money, no paper money.
Yeah, as long as that's right. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, this is all coin. Don't worry.
This is a good plan. All right, it's all a plan. It's on the list. All right.
So in the meantime, I've headed over to the Duke's.
Okay, so because you guys were there once before, right? Like, so,
Yeah,
right?
we waited outside.
Yeah, he introduced
We
us.
couldn't go in, right?
I thought he showed us where the vault was.
I think so.
Yeah.
Might have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
because we emptied out the bag of holding.
And we now have a room in his estate, don't we? Don't we have like quarters?
Yeah, you have quarters in his estate. And there was talks of an estate outside of the city somewhere. But I don't think they're.
Right,
There's
we haven't
talk to
done
that. There's no like.
Because there's nothing in Wesleyville available right now.
That's it.
Thank you. Yeah, as soon as you go out that door, there'll be a guard there that you'll have to talk to.
Hey, what if the dude gets annoyed with us? Is he going to be like, you guys are so... I'm so mad. I don't want to see you again. So does that mean we can't come in and get our money? Like, we have to stay on his good side now.
Wait, so what door? The secret door or the office door?
Oh, the office door. Yeah, no, he's like out in the main hall.
Oh, okay, all right. So we could be in the office without being spied, we could be heard, but not spied.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, he introduced you to the guards, so it's they know you. I mean,
I know, it's just, how did we get in there?
fair enough.
Magic.
Guards,
Yeah.
guards.
I'll be like, we have a port key to this room. What's a port key?
It's not a thing, Aaron.
Is there any port key like thing other than a teleportation circle?
I mean, you can. There's a higher level. So there's the spell teleport, which is just like
We can enchant a device, take someone else.
an enchanted device. I think. I don't know. It might be a homebrew thing. We could homebrew something. You could ask Wimplecat to craft it.
Yeah, that might be nice to have a port key to a place where we don't have a teleportation circle.
Yeah, that would be expensive, probably.
Right. It's the
I bet
same
he-
as it's probably the same as having a teleportation circle.
I bet he could do it.
Well, maybe if we could re-enchant it to a different place if we needed to.
Oh, kind of like the compass that points to Forest's ass. Can we
Right.
take out the compass and see where it points? Falrith's compass, the compass that showed us where Falrith was.
Who has the ring? Is it me?
Well, no, the ring is
Oh, I have
polite.
the ring, I
You
think.
have the compass though.
I have a magic 2-fingered ring.
That's the one that's storing
Out of
the spell slot.
Oh, right. Yeah, that has cloud kill in it.
Cloud kill, yeah. Yeah, no, you have the ring with Falrith's soul in it.
Mm.
I don't know who has the compass. One of you does, presumably.
Wizard,
Oh, I pull the compass out
magic compass.
and I look at it.
It just spins.
Ooh, look at that.
That was good.
Can't find him. Try as it might.
Maybe it's because we're too close to him.
I don't know if that's it.
All right. Well, then let's go put at least some of our money in the vaults, like maybe the platinum bars that are in the bag of holding that we don't want to necessarily carry around with us.
All right. How are we going to pay for lunch? Yeah.
Now, how much do we all have? Because I have, like, I've noted that got 11,000 gold, and I have some in there. I think
we were to roll, and then
Yeah.
the numbers that we rolled, because Tim has 13. I think I was around 11 as well.
11,000?
Tim's like, keep that on the down low.
Just tell everyone.
What? No. What?
Did I not add mine? I only have 446 gold.
no, but you have a shit ton of platinum, dude.
Oh, yeah, I turned it into platinum. So I have like 1,200 platinum.
So you have like.
Oh, see, I
12,000.
haven't
Lot of
put
platinum.
anything in yet. I just have my original total of 291 gold total.
Mine's all in gold.
Oh, Agnes left all her gold.
No, I just didn't put it into my thing. I probably
You're
wrote
poor.
it down.
How much gold in a platinum?
10.
Yeah, it's 10, 10, 10.
Oh,
So
yeah, so I have 12,000. Okay.
10
It's
copper
like
and a
metric
silver.
system. It
It's-
makes
yeah,
sense.
It's basically like.
Agnes wrote herself an IOU for the gold, but left it back at the.
I don't need this yet. I can't carry it anyway. I would have stayed there.
All right, so.
To the vault.
To the vault.
All right, you crack the door open, and the guard is slightly startled, but he composes himself quickly as you come out. Defenders, can I help you in some way?
I have 11 times
We
1,000.
just wanted to access our vault and just kind of exchange a few things.
Of course, of course. Do you require the? Does the Duke know you're here?
He does not, but no secret.
All right. Do you require assistance?
Oh no, I think we're okay.
Very good.
Is the Duke's estate just essentially like behind the Parliament building?
We know where we're going?
Do you There's a parade today in your honor.
Oh
Oh yeah,
well,
that's
right.
That's where we're heading.
Well.
Is that starting from Parliament Building?
Yes, we'll be assembling outside in the courtyard, and then
All right.
my understanding is it'll be parading through down to the main gate of Wesleyville.
And that's where they'll kick us out.
The exact parade route was not my choice.
All right. Well, we got some depositing to do.
Freshening up.
To the vaults.
All right, you guys head through a door over to a staircase down into sort of the half crypt, half vault, half maybe third crypt, third vault, third dungeon, and yeah, you know where to go. Presumably you have some key, some ornate key, vault key, some kind of vault key.
Do we all have a copy, or do we have to share it?
Only one copy.
Only one copy.
Yeah, who's
Around
got the?
Bones' neck.
Who's
No,
got?
I don't think so.
Mr.
I don't think so.
That's the worst place to keep anything.
No.
Wait, did anyone take it when the Duke told us, "Here's your key"?
It's just someone. Finric, you have it.
Yeah, here it is.
What?
Yeah, so the Duke's estate is right here, and then these are sort of the two houses of Parliament, and so this center courtyard is where the parade is going to start, and then it's going to go down to here.
Oh, that's appropriate. That looks good.
Yeah, I mean everything that you dumped there from the bag of holding is still there, so
Okay.
exchange.
Yeah, I wrote down that I have, a certain amount worth of gems and money. So I just hadn't figured out how much I wanted in coin and how much I wanted in gems yet. That's why I didn't put it in.
Yeah, and in theory we could role play trading the gems for coins and rolling things, but I'm happy to just give you the coin value if you guys are happy with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dump my pants in the corner. No one put your stuff near mine, so we get it.
Does it look like
get
you're
it
popping a
confused.
squat?
No, it just looks like I'm shaking my pants out.
He's sitting in the corner, popping a squat, and gold coins are coming out of his pants.
Fancy bags like you guys.
Rich dump. But do note on your sheets how much you're keeping in the vault and how much you're bringing with you.
Oh, how do we separate this and keep track of it? I have to write this down?
You might be able to put it as a note in your inventory.
there's sort of a notes field. You could just do that.
All
What
right.
I did, if it's helpful, but it might not be, I added vault as an item.
As a bag or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I essentially added a bag or something and then named it vault.
Genius.
And then I'm just using it to
That is pretty
like
good.
Genius.
Do you put that in inventory?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Manage inventory.
Manage it.
Did you do a custom item or?
I did a chest. It was a
Okay.
chest, but then I did a name override and I'm calling it vault.
Perfect.
Oh, Shawn, the robe
Yes.
of useful
No problem.
items.
I mean, yeah, you guys got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It seems like the robe, so it has the default patches, and then it has 4d4 other patches, but I don't know that we ever rolled for that. And then it says the GM chooses the patches or determines them randomly.
Yeah, no, I figured at some point we'd cast the identify spell, or
I see.
you'd spend a long rest with it or something, and then we'd do that.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, a bunch of these things I don't know if you guys know exactly what they are, right? So
Yeah, I think the potions we haven't.
Yeah, potions we just do.
I've got a ton of notes, but we'll have to do some finagling to match it. But I did remember to write them all down. So. It's a Dragon Horde shopping spree episode that we had.
So, Stephen, how did you put items in the chest that was just gold?
You can move.
Custom item.
Yeah, you can actually manage your coin and then
Oh, it's
put it
managed.
in different things.
Okay.
You can use the adjust
It's
coin
under-
feature per slot, or you can literally just go in and just type in the space around. Yeah, you got it. You get it, yeah.
While you are all arranging your things, you hear a and you turn and the Duke is there. It's like, it looks like you are successful on your mission this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Very much. How's it going?
I mean, we are prepared for the parade. I am still concerned about Drogon Moondrop, but I trust you have a solution to that problem. A way of restoring balance to the two houses, as it were.
Of course. Do you know what this is? And I take out my immovable rod.
I do not. A bar of metal, ornately carved.
Something like that. All right, just put it away.
All right. Well, we shall be gathering outside, maybe 2:30, and everyone will. There'll be, of course, a raised float that'll be pulled by some fine battle horses. You guys can wave from there, and now the dragon's body. I had hoped to display it. Is that available?
The dragon's body.
Where did we leave that?
That's I think in the tower, or did we only take the head? The body should just be lying there.
Did you just leave the body? For some
I
reason
think we
thought.
only took the head.
Okay. Well, in that case, we have the body. Perfect.
Yay.
Never mind then.
You get a taxidermist for that?
I got me a taxidermy at home who's gonna have a heart attack when I see what I brought him.
Yes, I suppose we'll main down the main boulevard of Wesleyville to the Great Gate, and then people will sort of dissipate after that, I suppose. Unless you had something more special planned, Parades are very festive times in Wesleyville. We don't have them very often. We haven't had one in a while, to my knowledge. Of course, I was in another plane for a long time, so perhaps there was a parade I didn't know about, actually. When I was talking to the parade planners, though, it didn't really seem like there was. He sort of rattles on a little about parade planning and feast afterwards. There's going to be some sort of feast, and you're getting excited about that. Yeah, a little parade and a feast.
Eat that dragon.
And then after all that description of what's going to happen, he's like, but no, seriously, like, you guys, you cannot leave unless you've taken care of Moondrop. In some way. You don't have to kill her necessarily. That would probably honestly be a terrible idea. But. And then there's this heist she keeps talking about. I don't know.
Hype?
Heist.
Heist.
Will we get a parade if we kill Moondrop?
No, but you might start a war between the mages, which would not be great.
That's when we should leave.
No. Well, I think that our plan was to try to get the adept to be wise to her plans and just take care of it in-house. That was the goal. Unfortunately,
It's plausible. The dinner did.
showed up.
Yes, the dinner did not go as we had planned. Speaking of which, there is a strong concern that she may be on the float of the parade.
Mm.
Each
What?
house is sort of tradition that the houses send representatives. I don't know if it'll be her, but we have to be prepared for that eventuality.
Well, she goes in one of the smaller front ones.
She could be on a lower platform. I think that would be within protocol.
Like the lowest. Yeah. And the worst. Like it's partially on fire and it's dragging a stream of fluff and full of or something.
I appreciate the sentiment, Twizzard. I don't know if that would work.
Well, I can help it catch on fire.
There will be plenty of citizens to watch this parade. Please keep the mayhem to a minimum.
Mm.
Ham.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to your hoarding, and I'll see you outside around 2:30. Takes off.
All right.
Yeah. So let's say you guys have about an hour until you're expected to be outside.
How are we thinking Kara Sjogren Moondrop?
Right after the parade, we will just go up to her and kill her.
Fireball.
Wait, you have a better plan? Or you just bummed my plan is so effective that you won't get to do anything creative? It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have talked to her since that ill-fated dinner plan.
Well, and she didn't see us. She didn't know that I was there eavesdropping.
No. But she knows that the Duke, who she was supposedly in cahoots with, has now warned both adepts that there's a plot against the towers.
We still have our poison beer, right?
You did. You left it. Where did you leave it? You left it somewhere. I think you left it
Yeah,
at...
we brought it to Nakul's house.
Yes, it
Nicole's
is.
house.
It's at Sir Penn's house.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Will that help at all? Can we somehow get her to drink that? I feel like she's not a beer drinker, but we do have a bag of that powder. We could put it in something, a little more fitting what she would have.
There's going to be a feast later. You know that.
All right. Well, we could at least try that. And Finric, you know approximately how much powder to use in order to get a certain effect? Because you tried it yourself?
Something like that.
There is some experimentation. I mean, doesn't it just put people to sleep? It doesn't kill them.
I think the danger is if you overdose it, you can overdose on it. I think that's what we were.
Got it. Yeah, no, that's. Yeah, you decide to drop the drugged ale with Eustace at Sir Penn's.
That's right.
Amazing.
I mean, even if it doesn't kill her, it'll certainly make it easier for us to subdue her.
Well,
Well,
that's
I
it.
happen to have a very special glass that I will have a drink with her.
Wait, what's your glass do?
My glass empties. Yeah,
Oh,
that's from
man.
Morgoth.
Classic.
Wait, you pour
Classic.
something in it and you don't actually drink it?
It disappears. Yeah,
Where does it go?
it goes to the the same place that the bag of holding goes. I don't know.
It flows out into the astral plane. And there's
You're
some
not
thick-
sure where it goes, I don't think. Apparently the conversation goes bad with Moondrop. Duke tries to justify and adds Falrith into the mix for the Tatal heist. Not sure what's going on with that, though.
But we had
Right, because she
Silver
thinks
and
the Fall...
Kovac in to say that someone was attempting to infiltrate her tower, right?
Right, but that was so the meal. Agnes brings in Shogun Kovath with a story about an attack. The tower folk leave, ending the dinner. The Duke doesn't feel safe until Moondrop is taken care of. The Ateum agree to stay until Detal. Agnes charms the trusted guards to make them more trusted. But then, yeah, so the next day you had a conversation with Moondrop, and that's when someone was in disguise as Falrith. I think it was Twizzard, right?
Possible.
So, so I think Moondrop thinks Falrith is now alive.
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds right.
And
Right, because
somehow,
she never saw him. She never saw him get killed.
right, and so somehow he is now part of this heist that's supposed to happen to Tall. And to be fair, you guys do want that tablet. Like, that is part of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, so maybe we should work with
I was
Moondrop.
gonna say, yeah. Do we disguise our like whoever disguised themselves as Falrith goes back undercover and
Yeah, and then I
And if you
mean,
could just dump it, if you could just pin all the blame on her somehow. I mean, there's the bones of a plan there.
wasn't Falrith planning on doing that anyway to
He
have
was.
one get sick and then just take over?
It was. Now it's our plan.
Well, I mean, it was what Falrith was planning. We got it from his mind or his soul.
All right. So after the parade, we'll go do that.
Well, we have to wait till Detal, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not exactly the next thing.
so wait, should Paelias be the person that disguises as Falrith because he's got Falrith's like
Mind.
mind?
Yeah.
Essentially, like if we have any questions, he could like be like, hey.
Oh.
Yeah, he could be like on and
Falrith, what do we do?
Falrith will be leading the way, I'm sure.
Do we trust that?
Well, we would trust you to make better judgment because he can't put any magic on Paelias. He could just be very persuasive, right? Like he wouldn't be able to do a charm person,
No.
Mm.
right?
I'm susceptible to persuasion now. I have disadvantage against it.
Wait,
Yeah,
do you really?
No. But I mean, like, I feel like I will.
Falrith has mad riz too.
No, my goodness.
That's mad riz. Oh, he's got drip sneakers too.
But yeah, that's a plan. We could do that.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, this is good.
I mean, can Falrith say that he needs help, or not that he needs help, but like that he's hired rogues or something like that? Like, can we go in, or should we just be like,
Oh, were we henchmen?
right? Like, do we just go in as invisible and Brock can be like a fly on the wall?
I brought this cannon fodder to help with our heist. He introduces us.
Yeah, if I get a long rest, I could definitely turn into a fly, says Brock.
Wait, but does anyone else there know us, or do we have to disguise ourselves too?
I mean, I can polymorph into a small animal, but is there going to be like traps to prevent people from polymorphing and sneaking in?
No.
Because two of us can polymorph, or I can do invisibility for multiple people.
You could do both.
Well, I can only do one because they're both concentration spells.
I could polymorph you, and you'd be invisible.
No. All right. Well, why don't we worry
It's on
about
the
that
list.
when it gets to that? Why don't we just do the parade right now?
Yeah.
So I think that I am going to be wearing a disguise. I don't think I want people to know that Agnes is responsible for killing a dragon.
He's one of the defenders of the realm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll probably be disguised as the person who was the messenger when I talked with the two towers, and Shogun Kovath didn't recognize me. I'm going to use that same disguise.
You want to wear the hat?
Mm-mm. I'd rather be non-magic. That way no one can see through it.
Should we all be disguised? Paelias, can I borrow your hat so I can be disguised as Agnes?
I'll put on my bone suit. I'll be Mr. Bones.
This is genius.
And then someone could be Falrith, you know.
Oh my god.
If there's anyone who
Don't
can
you
ruin
think
a parade,
Falrith
it's
would
us.
want credit for killing a dragon?
Oh yeah, he would totally want it. But then we'd be like, wouldn't we be like marauded?
All right, so here's the problem. Moondrop is going to see the body of a black dragon, and she's not going to think that the Duke is not still a dragon? It can't possibly be another black dragon?
Well,
I don't know if the Duke... I'm going to run after the Duke.
Sure. Yeah, you can. Yeah, presumably this. Yeah, you can run after the Duke.
Duke knows what he's doing.
No,
Probably.
Duke. There's a problem with you showing off the body of the black dragon.
What is it? The people do? I mean, this parade is. They expect a show.
So, Moondrop,
Yes.
if you want her to believe that you're still the black dragon disguised as the Duke, you can't go flaunting a black dragon body around because there's not a lot of them.
Right.
So maybe just have scales, maybe a wing, something that could be technically conjured up somehow.
People want to see a body.
I know people want to see a body, but you can't.
What did we discuss that night? Why don't I remember? What did we say happened?
Well, we killed the. There was a black dragon flying around, correct?
Yes, of course. Yes, everyone saw that.
Pretty much all of the guards that were there got burned. A few of them might have survived, but Finric was the one who flew off with the dragon to a different area of town. So technically, nobody actually saw the dragon die. We're just saying
So
that the dragon died.
So I, as the dragon, am still alive. But
yeah, what dragon
and
did
then,
we kill then?
And then, so the defenders of the realm to Moondrop are
Lying.
lying. Yes.
And
Right.
you, as the Duke, who's technically the Black Dragon, is okay with people believing that the Black Dragon is killed because now you can continue your
Yes.
disguise without anyone saying that you're anything but.
What if we create a body through arcane means and just, don't you have a arcane illusion magic that could perhaps make something reasonable?
3 feet.
I conjure a tiny 3 foot by 3 foot black dragon.
It's adorable.
It is smaller than I hoped, Wizard.
I conjured just a foot. 3 foot by 3 foot.
What about the head? How big is the head?
Bigger than 3 foot.
Bigger than 3 foot by 3 foot?
It's hard to argue the dragon's not dead if you're giving him the head.
Well, we just need to make sure that it's clear to Moondrop that it's a fake, but clear to
Not
everyone
everybody else.
else. But of course,
How about a
Most
heart?
people are magic.
3 foot
yes,
by 3
exactly.
foot.
There's far too many magic people who can see things that normal eyes can't see around this town.
Dragon heart.
We could do a dragon heart.
A dragon heart. I like it. I could have the state's butcher bring me the largest heart he could find.
What about the dragon's heart?
That could also work.
Because a black dragon's heart probably looks the same as other dragon's heart, but I mean, still, there's really not that many dragons around.
Maybe the Duke had in his possession a preserved dragon heart from hundreds of years ago.
No, we could also ask Tower Evath if they have any in their collection that we could borrow.
How common is this?
But wait,
Any
that would
dragon
be...
hold on to?
So hold on. According to our current story, only Moondrop and the Defenders of the Realm know that the dragon isn't really dead. And
Correct.
only we know that the dragon is really dead, but everyone else in the city believes that the dragon is dead.
Yes.
So we need to convince Moondrop that this is a fake
the
dragon, and everyone else that it's a real dragon. This is very confusing. Why did
Then
I agree to
maybe-
have a parade for you?
Maybe we ask Moondrop, do you have a heart that we could use to show everyone that the dragon has been defeated?
I mean, this is happening in an hour. I had planned on the city guard bringing out the body. I really wish we'd had this conversation earlier.
I didn't know you wanted the body out.
Well, we don't have to show the body, I suppose.
Well, I could conjure a dragon heart so it looks magical, and people that can see through it would know it's not real.
A 3-foot by 3-foot dragon heart?
Watch this. I do it. Look at that.
Could use a little more ooze.
Cast more with more ooze. Look at that.
It's like asking ChatGPT.
You want me to bite it? I'll do it. I'm gonna bite it.
That's good, but add more ooze. Now write it like I'm a high school student.
I mean,
Oh, dropped it.
it's
We could
possible.
put behind a glass container, so it's even harder
Yes,
for people to
yes.
see it.
No one can inspect it directly. I like that. Yes, yes. We have cases of curiosities. I could have one of those brought out to the float, and
Now, are there any cases that, can we do something that will maybe subdue the aura from the conjuration?
I thought you wanted an aura. 'Cause wouldn't it make
We
sense?
want it
It's
to
a
be a-
magical dragon.
But I think we
Got a
want it to
magical
be a
heart.
weaker aura so that magic folk wouldn't think immediately to inspect it.
I don't
I'm not
think I
really
can-
an expert on auras or what Dragonheart would have. I'm not really the one to talk to about that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Let's just keep it as is. It's a conjured dragon heart behind a glass box so that people can't actually go to inspect it directly. And maybe the sunlight will hit off the side of the glass, making it harder to actually see the details of the heart.
I mean, let's face it, they're not going to be looking at the heart when they
Yes.
see us standing up there. I tear my shirt off.
And I do think that I feel like someone from Tower Eveth did take care of the body. I don't think it was just hanging out. We decapitated it, and I think the body was kind of
Yeah, it was a Tower Maintenance
put,
man.
I think it was put in another plane. If it wasn't, it should have been.
Probably still
I'm
there.
still not really seeing how this what was her name? Mayweather?
Moondrop.
Moondrop.
Moondrop, how she's gonna believe that the dragon's not dead when there's like all these people that saw it and you know like saw the body and
Who saw the body?
well didn't you just say that like people were like working on the body?
No.
Well, no, because of the curfew in place, most people were indoors. You're right. The guards, unfortunately, most of them perished. And you guys brought it down. Well, you brought it down near the estates. There could have been. I mean, that's the thing, though. There's witnesses, and the question is, if the story we're telling to the city at large is that the defenders defeated the dragon, it makes sense that we would have spread that story. So,
And you know the people on the estates are going to be good rumor spreaders.
yes, they love to gossip.
So it's fine if they spread that rumor because that's the rumor we want spread.
Right, right. Is there a way that Moondrop can tell by looking at me that I'm not the dragon?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yes,
Should you
because
wink at her?
I can tell you that previously, Wimblecat was not able to tell that the Duke was anything but the Duke, only was suspicious by his actions and what we told him.
You give her a good old wink, like, still me. This is all a farce.
As long as you're nearby in case things go south with her.
And we could technically say that you're going to go to your lair for some time.
Yes, that's not a bad idea.
Maybe to recover your strength.
And what is your plan for taking care of her long term?
Well, we're going to actually possibly, I don't want to say befriend her, but make her think that maybe one of us is on her side.
All right.
Bring her into our confidence.
Yes.
I mean, presumably, she thinks you're all on her side because you know that you didn't kill the dragon because the dragon is me. Vis-a-vis.
But in what she wants to attempt to do. So
Right.
Falrith, that's still a pathway to get to her.
Right. I mean, presumably she wants to betray Falrith. Falrith wants to betray her. I want to betray both of them as the dragon. I mean, she can't possibly trust any of us that much.
So then maybe she needs a separate person to trust.
Interesting.
Maybe Mr. Twizzard, a fellow wizard.
Ooh, I am very trusting. Come trust your old pal, T. Wizzle.
We'll see how that goes.
Could the rest of the Tam have been charmed by Falrith to help and follow?
He's a really good charmer.
I
He's
like
certainly
that.
To be charmed.
Yes,
Do we all
yes.
like him?
That
You
way
could-
Moondrop wouldn't need to, be convinced that we somehow changed allegiances and.
Yes, Falrith could have convinced you that you did in fact kill the dragon. He could have modified your memories, right?
Right? And then that's why he wasn't actually killed that night, because he was able to charm us and we stopped fighting him.
Oh, we killed it.
It was, of course, after Moondrop ran away.
Right, because she was there and she transformed into some beast or something.
Yes.
All right, but wait, hold on. Falrith can't be in this parade though, because then they would have to arrest him. I mean,
Yeah, it's our parade.
Nope.
okay.
He's staying behind the scenes. He knows that he's in the spotlight.
All right, so very soon we're gonna be on a float. If Moondrop shows up, what do I say?
Get in the small float.
All right, yeah, it's probably not the time for talking. But seriously, if she corners me afterwards, I mean, I am betrothed to her after all. No, I'm already married to her.
Already married.
I'm already married. Oh my gosh, it's been quite the few weekdays. I don't even know anymore. What is
I mean,
time?
New Year's is not married. It's,
Time is a weird soup.
yes.
All right. Falrith.
Well, you say that Falrith charmed us,
I will say
and
that.
so-
That sounds good. I think that's plausible.
and that we could be trusted to help out in the scheme of things.
Well, or that you're easily manipulated.
Or
Yeah,
yes, we're
used,
easily
yes.
manipulated.
Yes. I think Moondrop would prefer using people than trusting them.
Yes.
All right. This sounds reasonable. And then the heist 2 nights from now. Falrith
No.
will be there. Falrith will be there.
Yes.
But I'm not a part of that, right? That
No, in fact, I don't think they want you to know about it. I think it's a little late for that, but
right. Wait, who? Moondrop? No. This is a heist between Falrith, Moondrop, and myself.
Not originally.
Not originally.
Everyone's trying to backstab everyone.
Can I just say that I'm going to be very happy when this is all over?
So we'll wait.
Just like to put that out there.
Soap opera.
All right. See you on the float.
Parade!
Parade time.
Hooray, parade.
All right. So you guys. Anything else you want to do before the parade starts?
And I'm just putting on my disguise.
I'm putting butter on my skin so I shine.
Ooh, that's gonna smell if it's hot.
That's up for
Butter
you.
up the skin. Well, it's not hot. Don't worry. It's like this is like almost
Winter?
basically winter. Yeah. In fact, the sky is a little overcast. Actually, I rolled the weather die, and it's not looking great for the weather.
Or still buttering.
Why don't you just use grease?
Grease me up, woman.
It's kind of like grease. I just want to be slippery. I'll be tasty.
All right, here we go.
All right, yeah, there's some large float drawn by many horses. You guys are up on it, waving to people. There's people cheering. You've put your conjuration in a glass case that is being, shown off. And the Duke is there, of course. You guys are waving. And sure enough, the Diane Kovath and Moondrop both show up to join you on the float. Moondrop standing near the Duke. Where do you guys want to be in relation to the Duke and Moondrop? We're arranging this float here.
We should be behind them because the main event is like the last thing you see. We should be up higher.
Oh, you literally don't want to be on the same float level.
I don't think we should be on. I thought we should be on our own float.
Yeah, we need our own float.
All right. Let's figure this out here.
I mean, we don't have to be on the same float as the dragon heart, but maybe Mr. Twizzard should be nearby. Is this parade going to take longer than an hour?
An hour.
You could have that discussion with him if you.
Let's see.
Maybe what we could do is every once in a while we cover it up and then we reveal it to the crowd. So, it's like a band playing. They don't always play the same song, and sometimes they stop playing.
Oh yeah, we got an hour.
Interesting.
And we cover it up. Maybe Mr. Twizzard does his conjuration spell under the blanket, and then we take it off, and voila, there it is again.
Sounds reasonable, I suppose. All right, while you guys decide on the exact details of that, I'm going to get out a makeshift float here. Probably should have thought about this more. Sorry. We'll just put some horses. It'll be great. These guys are in here. This is very much smaller float. It's terrible. It doesn't work at all. Here we go. All right, there we go. We got a horse here. This is great. There they are. Here's you guys. We'll zoom out a little bit. This is great. This is all gonna work just fine. That horse looks sad for some reason. That's fine. You guys got a horse. There we go. Yeah, maybe Diane Kovath is on your right, because there's like guards walking. This is great. Here's the prey. So yeah. Let's do a group deception check. Because we're trying to do many different things here. We're trying to convince Moondrop that the dragon is not just alive, but is standing next to her in the form of the Duke. We're trying to convince the entire city of Wesleyville that not only is the dragon dead, but it was killed by you folks. This is your like public debut, basically, right? As this new defenders of the realm. There's probably trumpeters heralding your coming. Twizzard's greased up. Each of you give me a deception check. And if we have enough successes, we'll be good. And if one of you wants to roll for Brock, that is fine.
All right, I rolled a 15.
Okay, that's a pass.
I rolled an 8.
That is a fail.
I got a 10.
10 is a pass. Just.
Ooh.
Roll for Brock.
Brock's number here.
Yeah, you can roll for Brock. And
I
what
feel
was-
like Brock is not anything plus.
Let's find out. You never know. Where is he? Oh, man. All right. Brock
He's
is...
a deceptive guy.
He's +5.
No, that's not bad.
Whoa! Whoa!
So who's rolling Brock's?
Go for 10.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, 19. That's with the +5.
And what was yours, Finric?
17.
Oh, yeah, you guys are good. Everybody is excited to see you. You catch a glimpse of Wimblecat. You catch a glimpse of Shady Baggins looking exceptionally proud. Yeah, no, there's cheering. There's drinking in the streets. All the food carts are out. It's quite a festive time. You see different factions of the monk houses, monasteries. You see there's like a bunch of like sort of like raggedy looking, street urchin type kids who come out to try to like see you guys and also pickpocket the rubes in the crowd. As you go past the Soaring Goose, there is you can see there's some construction being done on the window, and there's clientele, fancy clientele in their fancy dress, sort of watching you from an upper balcony or two. Yeah, it's quite the lively time here.
Ooh, while the street urchins are doing their thing, can I toss them some copper coins?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't have money right now,
Just
so
engender. Yeah.
I
They
feel
love
like
it.
we're more well liked if we, hand out
heck
some
yeah.
money to the
Heck yeah.
children. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to deduct an amount that you feel. I mean, you
how
basically,
many-
you guys have so much money. Like, assuming that right? Because the dragon just sort of hoards everything. So you probably got a ton of copper that you're like, what am I going to do with all this copper? Like, it's just weighing me down. So you guys bring like a sack of copper and you're just like tossing it out. Totally, I love it. Yeah, no, there's different guilds. You see a lot of the people from the estate. Some folks that you've seen, although in disguise, so they don't know you're Agnes. But you see, regular clientele from the Duchess there. It's quite the festive atmosphere.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome.
The Duke is nodding, and Moondrop is nodding, and doing some awkward hand holding here and there with the Duke for show.
One's got a completely limp hand, the other one's like, eh.
Do I see any street urchins stealing or picking people's pockets?
Give me a perception check.
Oh.
+0.
+0. No sweat. 12.
Yeah, you get the idea that there's some shady kids in the crowd.
All right, I'm going to telekinetically shove one of them.
Like to make them mess up and to get caught?
Yes.
All right.
Or after he did it, or she did it. Maybe she did it.
Right, just to trip
I was
them
gonna push
and
them. Yeah, like,
make them feel
hey.
embarrassed.
Okay, what is your desired outcome from this?
I just want to knock him over.
He just wants to use his telekinetic shove. That's all he wants
I
to do.
wanted
All
to
right.
shove something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see a little punk, and they like grab like a thing, a money, a purse out of a woman's bag, and as they're turning to make their way further from their mark into the crowd, they get pushed forward, and the pouch sort of hits the ground. Some coins spill out, and they're like looking around, like trying to grab some coins, and they just run off, leaving the purse there on the ground.
That's right, punk.
All right.
Yet another thing we have done for this town.
That happens. So you get down to the main, the large, huge, 20-foot tall gates of Wesleyville. And the horses and the floats are turning around to head back. And at that moment, you see a green streak of light from the crowd shoot out and hit the glass case containing the dragon's heart. And the glass case, actually, Twizzard, you would recognize this. This is Disintegrate.
Oh, they really want to get it.
This is Disintegrate being cast. Now, the glass case... What's that?
So there's a chance it does nothing.
It disintegrates the glass case.
Oh, I guess it gets it. Okay.
The heart is now there, exposed. You have a moment to act. Does anyone want to do something? You've seen this. There's sort of like a gasp rising from the crowd. The King's Guard are sort of closing in.
I'm going to. Who's actually? Are we all like just surrounding it? Is it all very close to us?
I think it's probably like. Okay. My the way I was thinking about it was there's sort of a float with the Duke and Moondrop, and then there is a float with the dragon's heart in the case, and then there's your float in the back. So it's sort of like a 3 float kind of thing.
Because I was thinking if Mr. Twizzard put his hand on it and made it and like muttered an incantation that nobody could hear, he could make it disappear and make it like he sent it somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to say it out loud. Protect the heart, put it back into the void. And then go, phew. And then I would just cancel my conjuration spell.
Okay, describe to me what that looks like. What happens? What does Agnes in disguise say? What do you say? What happens?
Well, I probably would have been sending stoning it anyway.
I'm going to...
All right, go, Twizzard. You got a moment. You got a split second to act. What are you doing?
I'm running forward to the railing, and I'm like, protect the heart! It must go back into the void! And I shove my hand at it, wiggle my fingers, and then the heart disappears.
Can I do something too?
I did it!
Yeah, Paelias, what are you doing?
I'm putting up my cherubs of defense to circle around. Can I do that quickly?
Sure, yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, so Twizzard runs forward, shouts, protect the heart, and how does it disappear? Does it just like disapparate, or what happens?
It slowly fizzles away.
Slowly
Pretty quickly.
fizzles away.
Pretty quickly, but slowly.
It glimmers away.
Yeah.
It glimmers away.
Shimmers away.
Okay, all right. And then at the same moment, these cherubs start flying around your card. All right. Twizzard, could you give me, just Twizzard, could you give me a deception check?
You got it. Oh, this is going to be good.
The last one went so well.
Oh, baby, here it goes. Can't do worse than that. 12. A little
12.
better.
All right.
Okay, maybe I can... Cool.
Does he get advantage with the cherub distraction?
Oh, yeah.
Does he get advantage with the cherub distraction? I will allow you to roll a d4 and add that to it.
Oh, here we go. All right. Way to go, Paelias. Okay. Here we go. Hot rolls.
Whoa,
I got a 4.
There you go. Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. All right. The city guard who are sort of marching along with you, they sort of tighten around the Duke. Some of them sort of look to you guys as the defenders of the realm to see what you're going to do now that the hearts disappeared. The crowd itself is sort of panicking. There's some screams. You see that there are some black and burgundy robed wizards generally in the crowd. You're also near the gates, which is closer to the monastery. You see some of the monks sort of fading into the background. But the general populace is sort of screaming and panicking a bit. You hear the Duke's voice call out, "Calm, calm, everyone! Don't worry, please, we have everything under control. The defenders are here to protect us." He sort of like looks over at you guys, like gives you a pointed look. What would you like to do?
Give him a big thumbs up back.
All right, Finric gives a big thumbs up. Paelias, you've got your defense swimming around.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask, Diane Kovath, can you tell who sent that spell?
To be honest, I was looking the other direction when it happened. Certainly, there are high enough skilled wizards from either tower that could have done that. What they wanted to accomplish, I'm not sure, but it can't be good.
Are dragon hearts useful in spells, potions, or worth a lot of money?
Oh, that's a fair point. No, absolutely, yes. They, honestly, any relic, any piece of an ancient dragon or a dragon of any kind can be used for various potions and tinctures and spell-casting components, absolutely.
Okay. So it could be just somebody who wanted the dragon heart for themselves.
How? They're destroying it.
Well, no, they were destroying the box that was around so they can get what was inside.
I don't know if you cast Disintegrate at a tiny glass box.
Well, this isn't tiny. If the heart is 3x3, this box is at least like 5x5, right? I mean, this is...
Yeah, but still, it's just glass.
But how are you going to get into it to get the dragon heart out of it? You have to get rid of the box.
Yeah, but how are they going to get the heart then? Like, what
You
was their plan
cast
for that?
Disintegrate to get rid of the glass.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to use Mage Hand. Grab it and go.
And we're going to watch it float over the crowd like as a crane skill game and drop it to the one guy who's like, "Oh, it worked."
Maybe they're going to swoop down as a polymorph and grab it. I don't know.
Is there... Yeah, what do you guys want to do? Are you looking around?
This is our level kind of plan. This is not a good plan that they had.
Yeah. That feels like something we would do. Maybe it's Bizarro us.
Is it that other group? Bizarro?
They wanted the heart.
Oh.
So that they could show that their moon drop that they had killed a dragon, but they hadn't really.
I don't know if I'm that worried.
Well, we have banished the heart back to the void. So now it's safe.
All right.
On with the parade.
Yeah.
So you guys are all staying on the float?
People didn't come out to see a heart.
So, I don't know if I should do some persuasion. I don't know.
I'm staying on the float.
Oh yeah, I'm staying on the float, but along with the Duke, I guess I'll say, I don't know what I'll say. I can't be Agnes, so I don't know what I would say. I could use her skills, but I don't want to sound like Agnes.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, I could just say, the heart is safe. We'll keep you safe. Fear not. Defenders of the realm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boy, boy.
Give me a persuasion check, Agnes.
Oh, yeah. $25.
So like people are panicking, but the Duke is called out. They look to the defenders, and there's these like arcane things swirling around the cart, And then you shout that, and you see like this one little kid who like looks up at you. Maybe he got a copper coin early, and he's like, "Defenders of the realm!" And like some of the other kids are like, "Yeah, defenders of the realm!" And so it's like a slow clap, right? You get sort of like this big, like and soon like everyone's like, "Yeah, defenders of the realm, yeah!" And, like everyone's back on track, and the parade continues its turnaround, and you start back toward the Duke's Manor.
I got my eyes out now.
Okay, yeah. Give me perception checks if you want to look for things out of the ordinary.
Can't my 19 passive perception just do?
Your 19 passive perception. Oof.
You gotta look.
You would say that with your 19 passive perception, I think that you saw. So if we had, let's see, where did my map go? Move you guys out of the way for a second here. So if we're looking at the map, so you guys went. Parade, down to the gates, turning around here where everyone's like gathered. There's like people on top of the wall. It was, the gates were open. People from the farmer markets outside, all there. You would say that the streak of green light, the disintegrate spell, came from the fakes, sort of that way. And so now you've turned back and you're heading back. And you're keeping an eye out. There are students of both houses in the crowd. They seem maybe a little less cheerful than they were before the incident. But other than that, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary.
I mean, they probably understand that the spell was disintegrate, and they probably don't want disintegrate being cast on them.
Yeah, and that,
understandable.
It was probably one of someone from one of their houses, right? Yeah, exactly. So
that spell.
What professors? That's a good question. So you guys get back down, the full length of the boulevard again, and end up back at the Duke's estate, where sort of the crowd is kept behind a cordon of city guard, and you have a moment at the end when now it is you and the Duke and Moondrop and Shogun Kovath is still there, but you basically have a moment to yourselves. Mr. Bones, of course, is there. He's key to the whole thing.
I put some butter on him.
You buttered up Bones.
A little bit.
You butter believe it.
Speaking of which, did you put your butter in the refrigerator?
Yes.
What the? Actual butter?
Actually, it's fake butter.
Amazing. Well, that was a festive parade.
We even had fireworks.
Yes. Any thoughts on that? And he also looks pointedly at Moondrop and Kovath. I mean, obviously this is Moondrop. Obviously someone, my darling, wanted to destroy the dragon's heart?
Oh, bye.
Could a dragon be brought back if you had its heart?
She you see her side glance at the Duke and then turn to you. That such knowledge is beyond me.
Well, maybe it's not beyond the person who tried to do that.
Who did it?
Or maybe they just wanted to buy it or take it so they could sell it
Black
or use
market
it for
hearts.
parts. I mean, there's some desperate people here.
Kovath sort of pipes up. Yes, a dragon's heart would fetch quite the pretty penny on the darker markets. Do you feel there is any further danger to the citizens?
Not to the citizens,
Yeah.
just to that dragon heart.
Now that we put the heart back in storage, it's all right.
Yes, Moondrop pipes up. Yes, what did you do with it?
I'm afraid that's a trade secret. That's what will keep it safe.
A trade secret? You realize I am a fellow wizard.
But you couldn't figure out what I did.
Well, I have my suspicions. Perhaps this is not the place nor the time to discuss it more. We could reconvene tomorrow. I believe there's also much planning to be done.
And a feast.
And the feast, of course, tonight. We should focus on the feast tonight. Very good point. Why don't we all retire for a few hours, recover? The feast should start probably within the hour, honestly.
I feel like I'm too young to retire.
I gotta work up an appetite.
The cooks are prepared for a wonderful night of feasting and revelry and tastes beyond your wildest imaginations.
You should eat that dragon heart.
Ooh.
Does that
Dwarven
sound...
fish fingers?
What's that?
Dwarven fish fingers?
I can check to see if they're on the menu. But doesn't that sound wonderful, my dear? And so you're still like out in the public, so like people can't really see, like hear what you're talking about necessarily because the guards are sort of set off. But like people can still see like, oh, there's the Duke. What's he doing with the defenders? Right? There's like paparazzi type people like hanging around.
When you're on stage, you say things like watermelon, rutabaga, and peas and carrots.
I'll take your word for it. All right, shall we retire to our respective rooms, and I'll see you all then at the feast.
Sure.
All right, so you guys enter into the estate and go to your quarters.
Free rooms.
No, Agnes now has to stay in this other character.
And anything you want to do before the feast?
Oh, maybe talk with Wimblecat?
No, I'm good. I do some light jogging in place to work up an appetite.
Nice. There are in attendance, both Sjogrens are there again. There are some other sort of nobles who have been invited to the feast that night.
Whoever Agnes is sitting next to is saying, I'm a noble now, too. We're like sisters.
What?
I don't know. This person she's playing is not as...
Oh, you're saying that.
Yeah. My character, my alter ego in disguise is not quite the same as Agnes. She doesn't have...
Who are you supposed to be? Random noble?
No, I'm supposed to be Defender of the Realm.
But you just don't look like you normally do.
I don't look like Agnes. I'm not going by Agnes either. I don't remember what name I was going by. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, I don't think I gave a name. Did I give a name?
Castiluego.
No. When I went in... Did I give a name? I think I did. Swoldor.
Swoldor. Wow, look at that setup.
Wow.
Yeah, you got a whole feast. But yeah, any discussions you'd like to have during the feast, or is it just general feasting? I will say that the nobles who are invited and who are sort of mixed in with you folks, they're quite interested in knowing more about you. Finric, one of the guys sitting next to you, he turns to you and he says, "So is it true that one of you single-handedly took down the dragon as it tried to fly away?"
Yeah, it's definitely. I forget which of. It was. Oh, it was me. Yes.
It was you! Oh, good sir, please tell me more.
Well, as you were saying, it was trying to get away. As it was attacking us, it was in the sky. It was making sort of sweeps down, and I saw an opportunity as it was coming down to the ground. I was able to jump on it, and while my friends here were all drawing its fire, as well as drawing their own strikes on it, I was able to hang on. And as the dragon fled my friends' attacks, I stayed with it and was able to deal the final blow and crash
Amazing. Okay, and yeah, where did you crash land it? That's such an amazing story.
Like that way.
Now,
Temple streets.
when it crash landed, did you notice that it hit one of the estates? And that estate was mine.
Really?
And so I believe that you actually owe me money.
Oh, I think you should probably take that up with the Duke. That would definitely be the best course of action.
Interesting. All right. And I'm sorry, could I just get your name directly, though, so I can reference you when I speak to the Duke?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's Paelias.
Paelias. Wonderful, wonderful. Paelias. Well, thank you so much again for saving us from that black dragon.
Absolutely, and I'm sorry about the damage to your state.
I mean,
like
these
I
things
said, I'm
happen.
sure
It
the
is.
Duke will make it right.
Well, yes, no, of course he will. He must. He must. I mean, it's been in my family for hundreds of years.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, you must be very proud of it, and hopefully we can put this mess behind us.
Of course. No, I look forward to moving forward. I'm a bit of a very important person here.
I got that impression.
Meanwhile, Paelias, you're sitting next to a shorter dwarven woman. Maybe getting up there. It's hard to tell with dwarves sometimes, but she's. So when you were fighting that dragon, did it mention any of its friends?
We didn't really talk much. It was more of a silent fight.
A silent fight.
Yeah, there was some fire breathing. That's mostly what came out of that dragon's mouth.
Fire breathing out of a dragon, a black dragon.
Oh yeah. Pretty sure it was a while ago, so I don't know. But yeah, pretty sure there was maybe acid, either acid or fire or something like that.
I'm from Torn originally, and we got a dragon up there.
Oh, you also have some torn and ice wine. Love that.
Oh, is there ice wine here at the table? She starts looking around for it.
I don't know. Hey, waiter, can you bring us over some torn ice wine?
Yes, of course, sir.
All right, there we go.
Oh, that's a good thinking. I like you.
Oh yeah. I never stray too far away from the torn and ice wine.
So, as a defender of the realm, then, will you be here all the time?
Yeah, I think we'll probably have some kind of rotation or something where we're, protecting and, we can always assemble if needed.
Well, that's good to know. I certainly will sleep better knowing that you folks are protecting Oxnard. Now, I do have to ask though, if another dragon comes, will you be able to defeat that one as well?
Oh yeah, I mean, if we took that one down, sky's the limit.
Oh, fascinating. Well, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Beatrice Heavybottom.
Oh, nice to meet you, Beatrice.
And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Oh, I'm Paelias.
Very nice to meet you.
You should have said you were.
I'll sleep better knowing that you folks are protecting all of us.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, Agnes or Twizzard, was there anyone you particularly wanted to sit next to, or any conversations you wanted to have?
I'm concerned with food.
Yeah, I'm probably just doing the typical like banter about weather and things that have absolutely no meaning because
Got
I
it.
can't hold a deep conversation. I just kind of be like, did you see that ludicrous display last night?
All right. All right. All right. The feast continues then into the evening. Eventually, after multiple courses and many rounds of drinks, you're all feeling quite contented. And things start to break up. The nobles sort of getting their evening coats and heading off into the bit of a chill of a dusk, and the Duke and Sjogren, Falcon Moondrop, sort of bow and retire together before the nobles have left, and that sort of is the signal for them to leave. Then, at one point, Kovath, as things are breaking up, Agnes, Kovath comes over to you and says, "The adept will want an update of today's and this evening's interactions. Do you have anything you wish to add to my report?"
I mean, yeah, maybe we should talk in private, but I have a sending stone with her, right? That's how I was able to contact her to bring her over.
You do.
We shared contacts or shared each other's contacts. So maybe I can talk to her via sending stone, just so people aren't overhearing.
Of course, that makes good sense. All right.
So,
Well, have a good evening. Hope it is uneventful. And she leaves with the rest of the folks leaving out the front door. And soon, you guys are left and then presumably retire to your quarters.
That sounds good.
and then I think Agnes will probably do something like dimension door and then go to the Duchess.
You gonna stay there?
Well, that's where like my stuff is. And I want to be
it.
Agnes again.
I love
So,
it.
and I mean, if
Amazing.
it's not too late, I could perform. So,
Sure. Take the late night slot.
not like I
Alright.
need the money anymore, but still, I can't let everybody else know that I'm rolling in the dough.
Amazing.
Got to keep a humble appearance.
All right. The folks who are at the estate,
Oh,
the you are in your quarters and you hear a knock come from what you thought was a solid panel of wood, and then the door opens up and the Duke walks in.
I was getting changed. Wait, are we all in the same room?
You're in the same. There's like a central sitting area, but there's like multiple bedrooms off of it. It's kind of like a house within a greater house.
Okay.
And he came into from a secret passage in the main seating area that the other rooms are off of. All right, the plan for tomorrow. You're going to plan this heist with Moondrop then, and which will Falrith be there presumably?
Yes.
Can make an appearance.
What time shall I say I'll send Moondrop to your quarters?
Yes.
Oh, I'm living a double life.
Which one's going to the heist? This new girl or Agnes?
New girl, but she has all the abilities of Agnes. She just doesn't look like Agnes. And I mean, she could still be a performer. I think I'm going to go with a character that I wanted to make called Tippy Wonders.
I love it. Yeah, like secondary personalities.
So are we all going? Because we don't all have roles, right? Obviously, someone's Falrith, and then we have
Yes.
Tippy Wonders,
Yep.
and then we have 2 extra people going as ballast. Which I think I'm a ballast.
I got to have an alter ego for all of
But
those.
I'm a henchman.
I guess Brock is technically there too. Don't forget about
Brock's
Brock.
there too, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Brock, just so we don't forget about him.
Paelias, are you gonna do Falrith this time?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to. But
No, that's fine.
I can wear the ring.
Yeah. So then, Finric, Brock, and myself are henchmen. Cannon fire.
And we are. I will assure Moondrop that Falrith has you under his control.
Yes.
All right. All right. I think this has a chance of working. Don't know how big a chance, but I'll take it, given my situation.
You got through that parade.
So this will definitely work. This is how we do all our plans, and they all work.
It's very assuring to it.
They actually usually blow up in our face, and then we just fight our way out.
That's my memory as well.
I hope you thought that or whispered that.
We'll call that a thought bubble.
All right then. I think it's settled. Is there a particular time she should come by tomorrow? I guess it's still... Was there a reason that the heist was to tall? Oh yes, there was. She had mentioned something about the adept doing his rounds that night. All right. I shall send her to your quarters tomorrow. 3? I don't know. Does it matter?
I'm free at 3.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Yeah. Send her to us.
All right. I will do so. Thank Agnes again for the extra special guards. They have been very devoted to me these last 4 or so days. All right. Well then, good night, defenders. And he goes back
Hey,
out
dude.
through the door. You guys have the benefits of a long rest and then wake up the next day as the Gaul. And I think that is where we will end things for tonight. All right. Now everybody knows about you. Little drama. What was going on there? We don't know. Well, maybe we'll find out. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time on BND Live.